Harry, I guess that's the old tale of two halves there, but ultimately a bit disappointing.
Of course it's disappointing because you want to win the games. I thought first half we were excellent. Second half, like I said, they were throwing men forward. They were cheating in the game. They had, I think at one stage, had 4 men up top. So they were looking for that that long ball and that hopeful ball. And like I said, they got it in the end. It was just a moment of lapse. Like I said, they after I put my hands up to them, they did look fit. And I think the fitness kind of wore off on us. But again, that's where we've got to be that little bit more savvy as well and be a little bit more cuter with the ball and maybe do a few little things here and there that are different to what they've been used to.
Do you think your players need to improve on the fitness then going forward?
Oh, 100%. The way I want to play, their fitness is not quite there yet. And we'll work on that. Like I said, it is going to take time the first couple of months, but I know that everyone that would have seen that first half, they would have seen a proper team play. And like I said, I've had 2 days with them. And that's what they've done in 2 days. Like, I can't wait to see what happens in a couple of months.
Yeah, was there enough to satisfy you from what you saw in that first half? Were you you're a little surprised at how quickly they picked it up?
Yeah, I was. The only disappointing thing was we had about probably 4 or 5 good chances. I think Louis had a couple. Enzio had one. Like I said, I felt Kane was blatantly pulled down in the box. And if you look at that in the first half, we killed the game. I know Grimsby had that one long ball and the kind of mix-up between the centre half and the keeper, and they had that chance, but other than that, they didn't really threaten too much. So again, it was a good game for me to see what my players can do and if they can pick up my ideas. And like I said, I saw some very good standards and I saw some very good movements and play.
They got an equaliser from a penalty. Did you have any complaints with that?
Look, I think, like I said, the ball was I would like to ask I think it was Rose that played it, if he meant that kind of ball, because I'm sure they'll send him a lot of balls down into the channel, but I don't know if he meant to play that type of ball. But it was a good ball, and like I said, Ward was in the right position, but he just got caught on the wrong side. And then, like I said, it was just a smart strike, and you just get in them positions, and you know you're going to either score or you're going to be taken down. So you make the decision, and then you do it. But like I said, it was disappointing because I didn't really think they gave too much. Like I said, they look fit, but other than that, no.
Why is it that you can dictate a game so much in the first half and then in the second game they can come on top on that? Is that, excuse me, second half they come on top? Is that just because it's early days?
No, it's just that in this kind of league, I think there's a lot of mental toughness that kind of slips away, and people maybe just get that little bit more nervous. And I think if I can grow that mental toughness in this team, I think we can cope with that. A lot of teams will throw men forward. Like I said, they kind of bypass the middle. You know, they had either 5 or 6 players that thing, and then they had 4 players up top, and they were bypassing it a lot. So for me, it was one of those games, and this is where we just need to be that little bit more clever. I mean, we had the ball in certain areas and we gave it away cheaply, whereas in the first half we didn't. We kept it moving. So these are the things that we've got to pick up on.
Were there any performances that particularly stood out for you this evening? I thought Milsom and Oxlade-Chamberlain, particularly in the first half.
I thought they were excellent. I thought Kane was good. I thought John Stead was. Honestly, I could not fault them in the first half. Like I said, it's nice because now I know, and they know that they've had a taste of it, but they know what's needed to do this for 90 minutes, because unfortunately the game's not 45, it's 90 minutes. Well, actually 96 today.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
You look like you were loving it though. Yesterday you said you're up for the fight. You like a bit of rough and tumble, rough and ready, and you look like you were at one point on the pitch. You got a yellow card as a manager.
I mean, the silly thing is it's 2 Aussies. That's normal. That's actually normal, and it's pathetic, because I actually thought, look, you'd scream and shout, but I actually thought it was a good challenge. And I didn't think it was a penalty, no way, and I know the ref said straight away. It's just that they overreact. You know what, I'll stand up for my players.
You feel like you've still got plenty of work to do?
100%. We have a very long way to go, but like I said, these players are up for that challenge.
The likes of Nathan Thomas, he's not featured for a while. Is he still carrying a knock from Newport a couple of weeks ago?
Look, we've got good reports back. He's getting better and better, so hopefully he can join in training. We'll see how it goes.
Fans have been berating me since yesterday to ask you this question, so I'm going to have to. Have you picked a captain?
Have I picked a captain? You know what? People say you need captains here, captains there. You know what? When you're out there, there should be 11 captains. You know, just because someone wears an armband it doesn't mean that they have the final thing. The only reason they wear an armband is that if there is trouble, the referee speaks to one person, not 11. So I look at every player that goes out there that they should be leading and they should be a captain.
So is that a yes or a no if you pick one? Yeah. Is there anyone that stands out to you? Just
look, all of them said it. Like I said, I think John Stead's been an excellent pro, absolute excellent pro, and he's been at the highest level. He knows the game well. But like I said, with Milson as well and Ward coming in, and look, there's plenty of candidates. So no, I haven't actually.
Are there more coming in as well? Because I know Dimitar Eftimov, who was at Forest, has been released. I think I saw him at Meadow Lane on Saturday. Is he somebody that you'd be looking at?
Again, we're looking at all options. So there could be a few little faces, a few new faces coming in. So it should be exciting times.
Wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
What was the most impressive aspect of that first half performance for you?
I think the way we worked. The way we shifted the ball, the way we passed, and like I said, they couldn't cope. It was as simple as that, and they didn't have a clue. And like I said, it was just disappointing that we actually didn't finish the game off. Because like I said, I felt we created 4 or 5 good chances, and that's when you need to punish teams. And if you don't punish teams, that's what can happen. They can get legs up. You can drop that little bit deeper. But again, we've also got to take responsibility, especially in the second half. I do have a certain style, but at the end of the day, they're professional players, and they've got to realise when to play and when not to play. So again, this is something that we'll be teaching.
It's interesting you were talking about mental toughness. How do you coach that into players? Because some players it doesn't come naturally, does it?
Good question. It's a good question. It's down to the individual actually. You can only lead a horse to water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. But again, these players, if you give them a little bit, like I said, they've had a little taste, so they see what's capable. But like I said, you think it's hard just running. It's not. It's actually harder with the ball. But if you keep the ball and you be smart with it, because when you have the ball, it takes that pressure because you always got to be concentrating not to lose the ball. But you've got to be smart about it. And like I said, there's some incidents in the second half we just wasn't clever enough to shift it, pass it, move it, or we tried to do 2 little cute little things and all that. And like I said, then you start inviting pressure. And like I said, in this league, you only need really one chance. And like I said, you just need a hopeful ball. And like I said, they get back into the game, and then they get on the front foot, and then a mistake happens. But like I said, it's a learning curve for us. But we're up for the lessons.
The fitness, how are you going to get that into the players? I mean, so that pre-season, yeah.
Working hard.
Does that mean double sessions, or is it? No,
it just means working hard. So I'm a firm believer when you step on the training pitch, you give it your all. And again, if they do that, they will pick up their fitness quite quick.
And what did you say to the players when you first got them here? Because I imagine they must have been disappointed because of such a great first half performance, and then to come and lose the game.
What you mean now?
Yeah,
or
just
now?
Now, yeah.
Like I said, I said to them before half time, I said, look, in football there is 2 halves. There's no point doing 45. A game lasts one, and it's the old stock standard. And I think they probably felt confident and they were happy and all that. And I wanted to see a few different faces playing in certain roles. But like I said, what do you say? Because I felt they gave it their all. Yeah. But like I said, it was just a hopeful ball down the line, and a set piece. So look, fantastic for Grimsby. Well done to them. And now we look forward to Exeter.
Final question, new signings coming in, do you think they'll be in before Exeter? Would you like them in before Exeter?
Well, look, we will hopefully we can see them come in, but we're in no rush. Like I said, you've got to give these boys a chance. They've played a certain way their whole life, and now there's a new manager that comes in, it's going to ask them for something different. So give them the benefit of the doubt and let them try and impress.